G'day guys, how's it going? My name is CJ. Christmas season is upon us, and if you haven't already bought your friends or family presents yet, like myself, and you need some inspiration, here are a few everyday carry and tech recommendations going from pretty budget all the way up to some higher end stuff, but not too expensive to make it impossible to buy. So without further ado, let's take a look. Now just as a note, the ideas presented in this video are going to be in Aussie dollars. So if you're from the US or the UK, then it'll probably be cheaper because the Australian dollar is on struggle street here in late 2019. I'll have links to all of these items in the description below. So if you're interested, go check them out through my link, and any purchases made will make more of these videos possible. But let's get started with the cheap option first. This one is for those looking to simplify their everyday carry, and I've actually made videos about these products before. It's called the Orbit Key, a very simple system to hold your keys in an elegant Swiss Army knife-like way. Since the last video, these guys have gone and introduced a whole heap of new colorways, materials, and accessories whilst collaborating with a number of different companies for all these different design options. So there's going to be an option for everyone. They even have accessories like bottle openers, USB sticks, and even a Chipolo tracker for those who are prone to losing their keys. So if you're interested, do check those ones out. Now keeping on with the everyday carry theme, let's step it up with a slightly more mid-range option. For this level, I'm recommending the new Ekster Parliament leather wallet. Like the Orbit Key, I've reviewed and done videos on similar products before. The Parliament is a wallet with an excellent trigger mechanism to store and present your most useful cards. Now Ekster actually make two separate wallets. One's called the Senate, which is a much more simple wallet with just the mechanism to hold your cards, and one extra one for, I guess, maybe a license or a tracking card that I'll talk about in just a bit. But the one that I'm going to recommend is called the Parliament. And the reason why I would choose the Parliament over the Senate is purely because of this extra flap, which allows you to store a couple of extra cards and actually improves the functionality just that little bit more slightly, while still maintaining a very minimalist look. 2019 brought an updated version 3, which built on the original version 2 with a more robust card mechanism, and the fit and finish just seems a little bit nicer. For example, the flap on the front is a little bit more rigid in the corners, meaning you're less likely to have it caught in between the trigger and the wallet itself, and therefore making the trigger more reliable to use. The leather also feels a little high quality, and it's already developing quite a nice patina. Now there's also an option to add a Chipolo tracking card powered by solar. That's a really cool touch. The Ekster Parliament comes at 117 Australian dollars or roughly 79 US dollars. If you wanted the extra tracking card, it costs an extra 42 Australian dollars or roughly 29 US dollars on top. Now moving on to tech, this one's an easy one for me to suggest, and this is the IKEA Symfonisk bookshelf speaker. To me, it's the easiest way to get into the Sonos ecosystem, and it also includes AirPlay too. On top of that, if you've got a Google Home or Alexa, it can be controlled by that too. When it comes to sound quality, it's almost equivalent to the Play One or the newer Sonos one, and it fits into most decor situations without any trouble thanks to its elegant design. And because it's also part of the Sonos ecosystem, if you've got an existing playbar, you can actually use two of these speakers to act as surround sound speakers. Now let's move into more premium territory. The first product I'm going to recommend is actually the Mobvoi Pro BT. Now this watch isn't exactly new, but it has aged reliably since it's been out, and whilst it sports some older technology like the processor, it still works really well in my experience. It has NFC, has an external speaker for picking up calls, and it's got a unique hybrid display that shows a black and white digital time to conserve power, and when it needs to, it can seamlessly switch to an OLED display for all your notifications. On top of that, it's also received timely Wear OS updates, and whilst a whole nother video could be made on the issues regarding Wear OS itself, software updates are a welcome addition, and it shows that Mobvoi really are committed to the platform. As proof of this, only very recently Mobvoi released an update which now allows you to track your sleep. So it can still get new features as time goes on. It starts at $370 Australian dollars as a recommended retail price, but it can be found cheaper if you look around. Another plus for why you should pick this one up is that it's been out for a little while, so you could actually end up finding a cheaper version of this online, so it represents decent value for someone looking to get into smartwatches. Now at the top of the range, but could potentially be interchangeable with the TicWatch Pro, is my last recommendation being the Sony 1000X M3 headphones. Again, it's not the newest product out there, but it still reigns supreme in the active noise cancelling race. For me, it represents the best combination of active noise cancelling, sound quality, and comfort. It has USB-C, lasts ages and ages, and has convenient touch controls, including the active sound pass-through feature, which has saved me more than a few times at different airports. Also, because it has been out for a little while, like the TicWatch, you can often find these headphones on sale from a bunch of different retailers like Amazon and eBay. In fact, I bought my set off Amazon for only $2.89 Australian during a sale, which in terms of price is an absolute steal. And on average these days, you can find these headphones for between $300 to $370 online. So if your budget extends up to this, definitely check these headphones out. Anyway, that'll be it for my few suggestions that I can recommend in 2019. I've personally used all of these items, and I think whoever you gift these to, they're gonna really enjoy them. And I don't think you can go wrong with any of these. But what do you think? Let me know of your Christmas picks in the comments section below. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. Give us a like if I helped you with your Christmas shopping this year. And of course, subscribe and hit the bell icon. Thanks again, everyone, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Say good day and Merry Christmas to your mum for me. Cheers.